Hey guys, in today's video we're going to be talking about subletting. When you as a renter want to rent a property and you want to sublet in the future, what are the implications in terms of the landlord-tenant board? Let's go. Okay guys, so let's get into the video. So what is subletting? So let me give you guys an example. Let's say there's a person A and B. Person A plans to stay at the property all year long for the lease. However, person B already has plans to maybe travel for maybe the last 6 months. And what if it's a two-bedroom, right? So it doesn't make sense for that to be empty. So tenants can sometimes sublet the property. Sublet is basically when you get someone else to take the room for a certain amount of time, but you need consent from the landlord, okay? So when you sublet a property, person A is going to have to find a tenant that is qualified in terms of income, credit score, and background check, okay? And if the landlord refuses because maybe it's a criminal, they have very low income, or whatever reason that's not based on maybe race, that's illegal, right? Um, then they pretty much can't withhold consent if it's a proper tenant. However, you still must get permission from the landlord. If they deny, you basically can't sublet it, but as you can see here, you can try to terminate the tenancy or just kind of go to the small claims court landlord tenant board, which is really annoying. So what if the tenant sublet without the landlord's permission? So the landlord can go to the landlord tenant board and request them to cancel, and it's infringement of the landlord's legal right. Okay. Just want to make a quick verification that assignment is different. Assignment is changing the names of the tenants to a new person's name. Okay. Subletting, you keep the original tenants are still responsible for the lease actually. So for example, in this case, person B leaves, but they're still on the lease. So if this new person doesn't pay the rent, the landlords don't care. They're not gonna go after that person. They're gonna go after person A and B. Person C is the person who, let's say, is subletting, the new person they find to take the second room. Basically, person A and B are still on the hook unless they sublet. And sublet, you also need permission from the landlord. One more thing is that if your landlord allows you to sublet, they might charge you a fee because it's annoying for them, right? They're like, oh, you found someone else that's just as good as you. Like it's not in their best interest to do a new credit check and all that stuff, and it's just headache. So just a heads up on assignments. Subletting, they can also have a fee, by the way. So now comes the question: if you want to rent a place, this specific scenario, person A and person B. When you rent a property, you have two options. Number one, you can tell all the landlords that you plan to sublet and see if they're okay with that and explain the situation that person B is going to leave, so we don't want to leave the place empty. I can tell you 100% certainty if you tell them that this will decrease your chances of getting accepted because it just sounds sketchy. They're like, oh, we're going to find someone later. They don't know who that person is. It could be someone sketchy. I mean, they have the right to refuse, but they're like, oh my God, when that happens, it's going to be so annoying. They're going to send me their profile. I have to check again. I just want to find some tenants. So you might lose out if there was someone as qualified as you. Let's say person A and B are fighting against another person, two people that have the same income, credit score, everything. They'll choose the people who didn't ask for subletting. Okay, it's definitely a con in your application. And in this competitive rental market in Toronto, um, you're likely to get rejected and a lot of stress. But I'm going to show in another video how I do leases. Before I even go see the property, we can ask the landlords of the property that you're interested in first and see if it's possible. If they say, no, we don't want to even consider it, then we can basically just not go see the property because it will be really annoying to go see a property and then realize you can't even get it. Option two is don't tell the landlord. I don't recommend this one, but you can do it. Might be slightly illegal as well, but well, not illegal because you still have to ask the landlord. So you go ahead and rent it, person A and B. You don't tell them you're going to sublet, even though you are. and then you can ask them after. But there's a chance that they might not let you. And if you feel it's unreasonable because you found a really good tenant, then it's going to be really annoying for you. You have to go through the la- landlord tenant board, and your relationship is going to sour anyways. So that's going to suck. But I would say 90% chance landlords know the rules. If they withhold consent, they know they're going to lose in court. So most likely they'll let you sublet. But I can't say with 100% certainty. The last option, this is even more, un, um, it's not good, I guess. Is you can, if they don't let you sublet, you do it anyways if you notice they never come. And the thing is that they find out, as you can see from the video, they are going to, if they have a problem with it, they have the right to kick you out and maybe even fine you because you broke the rules, you didn't even ask them. If you ask them, they said no, and you do it anyways. They're gonna charge you fees and fine you, and or they might do nothing. So these are all the options for you. I've laid out the pros and cons. And the decision is up to what you want to do. But me as a realtor, I would suggest doing things the proper way. Um, at least try it out first. Ask the land. Maybe some are okay with the subleasing. You just have a peace of mind that things are gonna work out later. But yeah, a lot of things to think about. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions.